welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. If you are new, hi, I'm Cora. Go ahead and check out the description box below for links to all my social accounts as well as my website, correlated.com. And let's jump into the video because today I'm going to be sharing 88 ideas for what to declutter during your spring cleaning. Spring cleaning is a great opportunity to declutter your home and get some stuff out of your home that has been building. So let's declutter it out together. Let's go through these 88 ideas. Number one is receipts. If they have been in your house for more than 90 days, they are probably not going to be valid anymore. Check them to make sure that they're not for something that has a longer return period, but in general, toss them, especially receipts for groceries. Number two, cords. Go through those bins of cords in your house and see which ones you actually use and which ones go to things that you actually still own. Number three, ripped pet toys. If your dog is anything like my dog, then they potentially go through toys pretty darn fast, and there's probably some in their toy bin that are ripped and not overly usable and potentially not safe for the dog anymore. Number four, boxes. Unless you're moving anytime soon, get rid of those boxes that are chilling in your crawl space or wherever that aren't going to be used in the future. Donate them, recycle them. Number five, unusable Tupperware. If you are not using the Tupperware and it is not going to be usable, get rid of it. That includes Tupperware that you can't find the lid for. Number six, outdated technology. I am guilty of this one too. It's so bad that I keep everything, even if it doesn't work anymore or if it doesn't, like I'm never going to use my MP3 player again. Needs to be out of my house. Seven, rusted jewelry, unless it has any kind of like sentimental value in general, get rid of it. You're never gonna wear it again. Also jewelry that turns you green, get rid of it. Eight, expired beauty products. Yes, beauty products expire quicker than you probably realize they do, so do a little Googling before you do this decluttering project and to get rid of expired jewelry. It is bad for your skin and for your health. Get rid of it. Nine, old tools. Stares at my fiance's office. You do not need to keep 20 different hammers, especially when most of them are rusted and not very usable and you only use the one that's nice. Get rid of unused and old tools. 10, dried out pens and markers. There's more. 11, cleaning rags. If you have a giant bin filled with more cleaning rags than you will ever actually use on any one cleaning session, get rid of the grossest of them, get rid of the ones with holes, toss them. Number 12 is one that you probably already thought of when you thought of doing decluttering, and that is getting rid of old clothes with stains and holes. If you don't have enough cleaning rags, you can convert them into cleaning rags. If not, then get rid of them because you're never going to wear them again. 13, old catalogs, or really like any catalogs. Chances, I don't shop with catalogs anymore, but I still get tons in the mail that I never even signed up for. Get rid of them, recycle them, out of the house. 14, leftover crafting supplies. Do you have just like a little bit of stuff left over from a whole bunch of projects and you're never actually going to like figure out a way to use that tiny little scraps that are left over? Yeah, no. Declutter that all. 15 is socks without a match. I do a 2-week rule because it's just adults in our household. I know that when there's kids, socks can get hidden in a lot more places. But for us, I do a 2-week rule. I keep a little basket of mismatched socks, and within 2 weeks, if I cannot find the sock, then chances are the other half is lost for good. 16, store tote bags. I'm looking at you, Victoria's Secret. Those free tote bags that you get when you purchase $75 or whatever from different stores, do you ever actually use them? Do you actually use them when you go on weekend trips or wherever you said you would use them for? I don't. I have a bag. I have a large tote bag filled with just little tiny tote bags that I never use any of them. Go through those, declutter them. 17, holiday decor. If it makes it through an entire season without going up in your home, declutter it out of your house. 18, board games that you don't play or that your kids have grown out of or that have missing pieces. 19 is hotel toiletries. Anything that you have grabbed from hotels because they're free in the past that you never actually use and you don't use them in the future when you go traveling because the hotel you're traveling to also has little free tiny toiletries. Old home DIY supplies. Do you have just like 3 little floorboards left that you're never actually going to put in? Like even if you don't have any reason to. Excess supplies that will never have a purpose and be able to be repurposed. There are also like home related charities that you can donate a lot of that supplies to, so do a little research to make sure you're donating them to the right place. 21 is canned food. Check the expiration dates. I know we tend to forget about that when we're going through our fridge and pantries, but yes, they do eventually expire. 22, bills that you already paid. If it is paid made, it's good. Recycle that paper. Also, go paperless as much as possible. Not only is it better for the environment, it's also easier just to keep track of. 23, invitations from events that already happened. That's pretty self. 24, last year's calendars and planners. No need to keep those. Spring cleaning, get rid of them, embrace the year that we're currently in, because we all know 2021 has to be somewhat better than 2020, right? And get rid of your calendars and planners from last year. 25, drinkware. We have literally tubs of excess glasses and mugs that we have to go through during our spring cleaning this year as well. Go through them. They, tends to be a very common gift. It's totally natural and it happens that you have excess, but go through them. 26, holiday cards. It is the spring. The holidays are over. If you want to keep them, put them away somewhere, or in general, just recycle them. 27, old medical supplies. You broke your ankle 4 years ago, you don't need to still have that wrap or the boot or whatever. Old medical supplies from injuries that are healed, toss them. They probably don't smell good anyways. 28, extra hangers. If you have tons of excess hangers, get rid of them. It'll also encourage you to then buy less clothes because you don't have hangers necessarily for them. 29, puzzles. If you've already completed it, will you ever make it again? If not, donate it. 30, expired coupons. Self-explanatory, expiration dates already passed, get rid of them. 31, unused picture frames. If you do not have a picture currently for it and you have just boxes of unused picture frames, chances are, especially if they don't match your current decor style, you're better off just donating them. 32, extra bedding. I don't know about you all, but we end up with so many extra pillowcases because they just don't rip as fast as flat sheets and fitted sheets do. So go through, check for bedding that's never actually going to get used, and donate it. 33, organization items that you don't use anymore. Storage bins, boxes. I've always bought so many different little things for organizing my closet, and some of them I don't use anymore. Donate them all. 34, sample cosmetics. I love Ulta. I love samples. But the reality of it is I have an entire giant bin full of sample cosmetics I've never actually tried, and probably most of them they're expired and not good to use anymore. Go through those. 35, manuals. If the item is already assembled and you already successfully know how to use it, highly recommend recycling that paper. Also, usually you can find manuals for things online as well. If you're worried about it, confirm that you can find it online and then save it online. Save a digital copy of it before you toss the actual manual. 36, event clothes. One-time use occasion clothes. Don't. 37, old uniforms and name tags. This is another one I've been very guilty of. I had until I recently decluttered them, uniforms that I had since my freshman year of college. What am I going to do with those? 38, unused furniture. If you have no plans to use it in the future, donate it. It can go to somebody who can put it to better use. 39, old eyeglasses and sunglasses, especially if your prescription has changed. 40, outdated or gross cleaning supplies. If you bought a certain cleaning item and you didn't use it for quite a few years, chances are it may not be good to use anymore. The bottles get yucky. Go through your cleaning supplies, declutter out things like that. 41, duplicate kitchen items. You do not need 4 microwaves and 3 toasters, especially if you got new nice ones, but the old ones aren't fully broken. Just get rid of them. 42, books. If you do not plan on rereading a book, go ahead and donate it to your local library or school. They can put it to much better use. Emails. I have an entire video on digital decluttering. I will link that below. 44, pajamas. Pajamas tend to be such a common gift to get to people, and that results in a lot of people having way more pajamas than they ever actually wear. So if you have any you don't wear, declutter and donate them. 45, dried up nail polish. Self-explanatory. 46 is computer games. There's a very good chance that you don't even have a computer in your house that can actually play computer games anymore. 47, unused winter wear. It is springtime now. If you did not wear certain hats, gloves, scarves, jackets over the winter time and you don't have plans to use them again then, chances are you're better off just donating them. 48, old notebooks. Get rid of them. You're never going to look back at your old school notes. 49, condiments. Go through the condiments in your fridge and in your pantry and check for expiration dates. 50, outdated pet treats. Fun fact, dog and cat treats do expire as well. If you, like me, have a tendency to buy your dog a lot of treats, check the expiration on the bags. 51, scarves. I have so many scarves, regularly actually wear them. Go through yours as well. Declutter out ones you don't actually wear and donate. 52, mugs. I know I talked about drinkware earlier, but I would like to specify just simply mugs. They tend to build up. It's another one that tends to be a gift, so you can end up with a lot. 3, wall decor. If you have not put it up and you don't actually have plans to put it up, donate it. 54, dried up paint and brushes. Go through and see if you have paint that maybe wasn't sealed completely correctly and is dried up and unusable, as well as paintbrushes that are not savable. Get rid of them. 55, ripped or stained towels. Probably have way too many towels for the amount of people in your household. Any of the ones that are in bad condition, either turn them into a rag or get rid of them. 56, fitness equipment. You probably have not used your thigh crusher 60,082 in 5 years or more than that. If you don't use it, donate it or get rid of it. 57, event t-shirts. I know getting t-shirts for different events is fun, but chances are you've never worn them again, so either turn them into like a t-shirt quilt or just donate them. 58, rugs and bath mats. Go through, look at your extra ones that aren't going to get used. Chances are you don't change them in and out very often, and you have old ones that are never going to get used again. 59, plates and bowls. Bowls specifically for our household are something that just build up. I am someone who, if I see a cute bowl, I'm like, oh, I have to have that, and then I never use the one that I had to have before. Donate old plates and bowls that you don't use anymore. 63, recipe books and cards. Of course, if you have sentimental ones given to you by somebody, keep those, but the trendy recipe books from 4 years ago that you no longer ever look at, donate them. 60, hairstyling tools. I am someone who's definitely guilty of having duplicate hairstyling tools, and I don't use most of them. Get rid of the ones you don't use. 61, slippers. This is yet another one where it tends to be a very common gift. If you have slippers that you don't actually wear, get rid of them. 62, plants. This one breaks my heart, but if you have any plants around the house that you know are dead, that you've been avoiding actually going through and dealing with, go through and do it while you're doing your spring decluttering. Next, tea or coffee beans that you are never actually going to use. Were they a gift? Did they come in a multi-pack and you don't like certain flavors? Whatever it may be, you're never going to consume it. Get rid of it. 65, dish sponges. Get rid of those old gross ones. Put out a new one. Just do it. 66, digital photos. Again, digital decluttering guide linked below. 67, food menus. Do you ever actually still look at all the, your stack of the free menus that you get from restaurants? Usually you can find the menus online, so recycle those. 68, wrapping paper, specifically wrapping paper where there's not actually enough paper left in any individual roll to actually wrap a normal sized present. 69, purses. If you haven't used it in a year, unless it has sentimental value, declutter it. 70, old school projects from kids. Go through and take pictures and digitalize things so that you can store them much more efficiently and use less space. 71 is hair products. Just like makeup products, hair products do expire. So look into how long things last, because you don't want to be putting something on your hair that is expired and could be actually damaging your hair. 72, spices that you don't use or if they're expired. 73, outdated informational books. You do not need Computers for Dummies from 1999 because that is not going to help you anymore. 74, perfumes. If you don't use them regularly or if you don't like the scent anymore, just get rid of them. 75, shoes. They hurt your feet, they got holes in them, they got stains you can't get out anymore, or child has outgrown them, whatever it may be. Get rid of them, donate them, get them out of your house. 6, outdoor decor. Go through your garage and check if there are things that are chipped because you don't want to put them out anymore, signs that are no longer relevant, things like that. Go through, declutter that. 77, old gaming supplies. Especially if you have kids, this is something that can really kind of build up over time. Controllers from consoles that you don't even have anymore, things like that. Go through all those. See what you actually use and what you don't. 78, party supplies and decorations. If you don't have plans in the immediate future to reuse them, just get rid of them. 79, pamphlets, self-explanatory, recycle them. 80, postcards. Unless they have a lot of sentimental value for you in those postcards, you probably don't need to keep hundreds of postcards. Go through and just keep the ones that mean a lot to you. 81, outdated membership and credit cards. If you don't go to a certain gym anymore, you don't need to have that card anymore. Get rid of them. 82, expired medicines. Go through your medicine cabinet. Medicine does indeed expire and they becomes less effective when it expires. So go through your medicine cabinet. 83, air fresheners. Go through your house, check the little scent plugins and stuff throughout your house and look for ones that don't actually provide any scent anymore. 84, stationery. Things like Post-it notes that have a company name on it that you're never going to use. Go through, look through your junk drawers, and if you keep bins of stationery, and look for ones that you don't actually use and recycle those. 85, plastic bags. You probably have way too many plastic bags in your bag of bags. Go through and cut it in half. 86, extra baking supplies. I am guilty of this. I have so many different types of sprinkles, and I'm never going to actually use all of them, or there's like just a little bit left, not enough to actually for a whole batch of cupcakes or whatever it may be. Go through baking supplies. 87, old school supplies, self-explanatory, but chances are you do not need certain school supplies now that you are out of school, if you are out of school. Last one, 88, is boxes from technology, old computer boxes, camera boxes, anything like that. Go through, if it's past its warranty, there's not really any need to have the box unless you plan on moving really soon, and that can be helpful. Other than that, go through, get rid of the boxes from old technology. Alright guys, I hope this video was not too crazy long, and I hope that it was helpful and gave you an idea. I also have a blog post about these 88, and I will link that below if you find it easier to save and kind of work off of a blog post rather than a video. Regardless, I hope that this was helpful and that you're having a great day and staying safe out there. Bye.